And starting in this one, Zach Gallen. What do we have on him?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
All right, ready to go here. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. And with that, we're underway here in the desert. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. The 1-1 is fouled off. One and two now on Acuna. Fights it off. You'll see another. The 1-2. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Gets it there in time, though, so they get the first out of the inning. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. Now, with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, with an ace on the bump, it's crucial not to become complacent. This lineup still has a job to do if they're going to come away with a win.
Swings through that one for strike one. And a swing and a miss.
He's really trying to stay back for something off speed. That's why he was so tardy on that swing.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Just missed.
Outside.
Excellent arm action on that two-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
Here in Phoenix, and just getting settled into this one. In the air, left field. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. High fly ball, right field. Carroll under it. Two down.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Matt Olson.
Here's Matt Olson.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Ball.
Two down, nobody on. And a big swing and a miss. Good eye right there.
Looks like he thinks that should have been a strike at the top of the zone, but doesn't seem to be too upset. That's just a case where I think he's trying to get a better feel for the umpire's strike zone and what he's going to be calling. That's just a part of pitching.
Got him. Out number 3. And now Arizona gets its first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. We go to the bottom of the first, and going for Atlanta, Chris Sale. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Ketel Marte stands in now for the Diamondbacks. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base slugging too. Pitch misses, ball one.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
2 balls, no strikes, the count.
Ball 3.
And that drops in for a strike.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
Stays alive. And a payoff pitch. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. Okay, let's check out the lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for him. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, against a talented pitcher, it's crucial to disrupt his rhythm. Use bunts to get him off the mound and moving around out there. If he's in a flow, step out and break his timing. When he throws in the zone,
this one swung on and hit well, way back there. And that one is into the pool and gone. A solo shot. The Diamondbacks score first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Got to keep that front shoulder closed and your body square to the plate, especially when you're facing a left-hander. He did all those things until the very last moment where that hip just popped. Hands came through, nice little lag to it. Carried out nicely.
One down. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. That's in there. It's 0-1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Ripped, but it curls foul. Oh, 2 now. That one missed. That misses. And a count now even up. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Struck him out swinging. The high heat too much on that one.
That's a ball.
The lefty, the 1-0. Fly ball down the line. And that's a foul ball.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Here we go, Gabriel.
Missed with a changeup, and it's 2-1.
Come on, Gabriel.
Way
Whoa,
inside,
that's inside.
gets out of the way. There's a line drive to left field, and that gets down into the gap. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Ildemaro Vargas stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Ball.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Moreno, the runner at first with 2 gone. In the air, right field. He's there. He's got it. And that's the 3rd out. Snakes strike first with a solo shot. It's an early 1-0 lead. On now to the top half of inning number 2. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Austin Riley.
What he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
The 0-2. That one
Ball.
drifts
That's
inside.
I think it's very important to establish the inside part of the plate early. Sets the tone for the rest of the game.
The 1-2. And
That's
there's
a
a ball.
ball.
Good job to fight that one off. The 2-2 on the way. In the air, left field. Tawa settles underneath it. And there's one away.
Batting 5th, left fielder Mike Yastrzemski.
Swings through that.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Ball. That's out.
That
Ball.
one
That's low.
misses. Ball 3. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Payoff pitch. Good plate
That's ball
appearance
4.
there.
Take your base.
Able to take the walk. And that's their first base runner of the game. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Line drive.
That ball's foul.
Foul ball. Man at first, one away. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Ooh, he missed a mistake right there.
Here's the 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Outside with a breaking ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Next offering is down low. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Michael Harris, the second.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-1. Runners at first and second with one gone here at the top of the second. Nice grab. The feed for one. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
Back here in the desert, bottom half of inning number 2, Nolan Arenado stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Chris Sale back to work. And a foul ball.
Ball one.
The next offering misses. Ball 2. On the ground. Over to Smith. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting 7, first baseman, Jose Fernandez.
And the slider just misses. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
That slider breaking in can be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays out over the plate, it can...
Oh, nice stop on a slide. It's there, and that's a great play.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great, reaction time was there, and the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Next up for the Diamondbacks, Tim Tawa. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Swung on, popped up left side. And that ends the inning. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. But they hold a 1-0 lead. Back here at Chase Field, now in for the Braves, Dominic Smith.
Aye.
Out to short, Perdomo. Slings to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. The 1-1. And he grounds one to the right side. Into the outfield, base hit. So the 1-out hit turns the lineup over.
Up next for Atlanta.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Here's Acuna. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Duvall at first, one gone.
Yep, that ball went out.
Right through here for a strike. Now one miss. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And it's filled up.
Out.
Payoff pitch. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Here comes a 3-2. Got him looking for the K. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Ball down. Ball, that's down.
Close,
nope.
But called the ball. And now 3-0. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. It just shaved the zone. So they've still got both their challenges.
Here he go.
Swing, tried to hold up. Now an appeal to third, and that's going to be ruled a swing.
That ball's foul.
Here's a 2-2. Backed off the plate that time.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Swing and a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Swung on, belted. That one back there,
Foul.
and it's foul, and the at-bat keeps going. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Grinding AB right here, about to see pitch number 10. And a foul ball, he stays alive. payoff pitch. So a
Ball
walk
4.
puts runners at first and second.
Up next for Atlanta, the designated hitter, Matt Olson.
First and second, 2 outs. And now Matt Olson up to hit. He's 0 for 1. Just
Ball 1.
missed.
Hey.
First and second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That one lifted to left. Tawa turns to the right on the move. And that's the 3rd out. So they strand a pair. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Diamondbacks 1 and the Braves nothing. Back here in the desert, set for the bottom of the 3rd, Jordan Lawler stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Ball, that's off the plate. Hey.
Just
Ball
missed.
3.
Swing and a miss. This one in the air, center field. Harris has a beat on it, and there's one down.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, designated hitter, Ketel Marte.
Ball 1.
That one ripped right center field, carrying well. And that one is off the wall. Now a relay to second, and he's safe. It's a wall ball double.
Up next for the Diamondbacks.
Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
This is Corbin Carroll. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 1-1. Man at second. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter.
Meanwhile, this pitch gets away. Marte up to 3rd on the wild pitch.
Nice job right there, recognizing the wild pitch and being able to move up to 3rd because of it. Now they've got more options in terms of finding a way to bring him home.
That one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Corbin goes down on strikes.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch, tailing away from the hitter, lowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
Hey.
Liner snagged at first. One left for Arizona, but they lead it 1-0. On to the fourth, and now it's Atlanta's cleanup hitter, Austin Riley.
You know, these Braves showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
That one fouled off. Close, but called a ball. 2-1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Foul tip into the mid, struck him out.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Ripped to short. Fires over to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the fourth.
Second baseman Ozzie Albies.
Wow, Singy, StatCast tells us he fired an absolute bullet to first, and it needed to be a bullet.
Yeah, 87 miles per hour on a line, Boog, and that's some heat from across the diamond. Really close play at first, but the ball just beat him to the bag.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Walked his first time. He swings and fouls one off. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And a foul ball. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Well, with 2 strikes, you want to stay back long enough for that breaking ball, but he handled a fastball slightly elevated. Good job by the hitter right there to spoil it away.
And that skips in the dirt. Got him swinging. And the Braves go down quietly. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Ready to go, bottom 4. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Diamondbacks, Gabriel Moreno.
Well, these Diamondbacks doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Challenge from behind the dish here. And that one did find the strike zone. They'll keep both their challenges. Swings through it for the K. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Second baseman.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Ball 1.
You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
Hey!
Swings and misses. And the count is 1-2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And a 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Toughest pitch to hit. Fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
Here's Nolan Arenado. 0 for 1 so far. And first offering is fouled off. In there at the knees. Arenado thought that one missed, and here comes the challenge. So the call will stand. So they'll lose their first challenge. Two down, nobody on. Look out!
Time! That got him.
And it hit
First
him.
base.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, first baseman, Jose Fernandez.
Pitch misses. Ball 1. Arenado off of first with 2 away. Here's a 1-1.
Ball 2.
Way out front for strike 2. And a good eye there.
Inside.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score him.
Strike 3, got him with the backdoor breaking ball. One left for the Diamondbacks. They lead it 1-0. Back here at Chase Field. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris II.
You know, these Braves doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
And takes low for ball 1. Right side, Vargas. Tosses to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Up next for Atlanta, first baseman, Dominic Smith.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
The Braves trailing by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. Ground ball left side. A dive. He's got it. Over to first. Nicely done for the out.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy on the mound.
Here's Mauricio Dubon. 1 for 1 with a single so far. In the air to left center. Tawa should have this one. And that is that. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Diamondbacks 1 and the Braves nothing. Back here in the desert, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Tim Tawa stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. In the air, right field. Acuna on his way over. He's got it. 1 away.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, center fielder, Jordan Lawler.
Foul ball. Late with the swing there. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Got him swinging. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, designated
So
hitter,
back to the top of the
Ketel
Arizona lineup.
Marte.
Ketel Marte now at the plate. 1 for 2.
That's a ball.
Marte in his 10th season, 32 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. That one ripped but foul. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. That one ran inside, almost got him. That's towards center. Harris under it. And that will end the inning. Diamondbacks down quickly, but they're on top 1-0. Back here in a close one, and a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game. So digging in,
Leading
Ronald
off for
Acuna
Atlanta,
Jr.
right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
And a swing and a miss. Action in the pen down there. Taylor Clark, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Hoffman getting loose as well. High fly ball out towards left field. Tawa on the move, racing back. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure of.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
That's a ball.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. The Diamondbacks leading by a run, and we're the top half of the sixth. Fights it off. He'll see another. One, two now. That's down and in. That one misses. Full count now. Gets a piece and stays alive. Got him looking for the strikeout. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the third one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
Olsen in the box here lets that one go for a ball. On the ground at first,
Foul ball.
and that's just foul. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Now the Braves have the tying run in scoring position.
Up next for Atlanta.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Torey Lovullo is out of the dugout, and he's going to make a move here. Zach Gallen departs. Really solid performance out of him as he leaves with a slim lead. We'll take a break. New arm when we get back.
Now pitching for
Kevin
the
Ginkel
Diamondbacks.
on to pitch out of the pen here.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
But with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
On the ground to the left. A sliding stop. Fires to first. And that's a nice play to end the inning. One left for Atlanta. They still trail 1-0. Next to hit for Arizona, Corbin Carroll. He's produced the only run of the game with his solo shot earlier.
Yeah, the pitching's been outstanding in this one, so that home run has really been the only big sign of life from either offense.
Chris Sale ready to get back to work.
That's a ball.
Ball 1, no strikes. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one hops against the fence. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
A little bit
No,
low.
that's low.
Ball 1. And it's second.
Oh,
The
that's it.
Braves bullpen has some activity. Tyler Kinley preparing to come on if needed. Bummer, the lefty, warming up as well. That one
That's
missed.
ball
Now 3-0.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
Next offering in there for a strike. Strike one. And that's a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there in the mound.
To the right side. Smith takes it to the bag. One away, bottom of the sixth.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, catcher
Gabriel Moreno stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time. This is all about situational hitting. It's crucial in this spot. Do whatever it takes to put the ball in play, and hopefully you find a gap in the defense.
Foul ball there. One away with a runner at third here in the bottom of the sixth. Line drive, base hit. In comes the runner from third.
Comes through with the RBI. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
second baseman, Ildemaro Vargas.
Just
Oh, that
missed.
pitch is out.
And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Pretty close, but it was a ball. Still one challenge left for them. Hit in the air out towards left center field. Pretty well struck. Yastrzemski grabs it on the run.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
So now it's Nolan Arenado.
Ball.
And it's 1-1. That
Ball.
one missed. Next
Ball,
pitch
that's
misses
outside.
outside. And the count is 3-1. Moreno leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a foul out of play. Payoff pitch. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. And he walked him.
Nope.
And he represents
Ball
the tying run on base after that hard-fought walk.
First baseman, Jose
Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. That does it for Chris Sale as the lefty makes way. And he kept him in it even though he's in line for the loss right now. New arm when we come back.
Now pitching for
A new
Atlanta,
arm into the
number
game, the
45,
righty, Tyler Kinley. He's making his second appearance of the season.
Nope.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Two aboard, 2 outs. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Got him swinging for the K. They limit the damage here, but the RBI single pushes across a run, and it's 2-zip. Top of inning number 7. Now in for the Braves, Mike Yastrzemski. And there's a foul ball.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Hit on the ground to short, Perdomo. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Up next for Atlanta, second baseman Ozzie Albies.
Come on, Kevin! All right, Kevin!
Fouls one off out of play, back to our left.
That's outside.
Here's a 1-1. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. That keeps the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Nope, that's foul.
The D-backs up by 2 here in the top half of inning number 7. That one not close, and the count is filled up. On the ground right side. On to first, and 2 away to start the 7th.
Up next for Atlanta, center fielder Michael Harris II.
So up next, Michael Harris II. Ball one there.
Hey!
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Two down, nobody on. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Down in order go the Braves. They trail it here 2-0. Back here at Chase Field, set for the last half of the 7th. Tim Tawa stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Right through there for a strike. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
0-2 now. That one missed. Stays alive. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Well, that high four-seam fastball has become such a staple as a strikeout pitch over the years. And what's so tough as a hitter is that you see it extremely well. The problem is the velocity at spin rate just happens to jump by you. You expand your zone, you don't stay tall on the backside, and you're really not even able to make contact. If you do, many times it's a pop-up.
Just
that's
missed.
down.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. One now.
Ball, that's outside.
Next
Outside,
offering
that's
is
a ball.
outside. Swings through that one.
Let's go Diamondbacks. Woo, come on, Diamondbacks. Woo.
And they'll do it again.
Looking good, D-backs.
Payoff pitch. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Back to the top of the order. Here's the Diamondbacks leadoff hitter, Ketel Marte. 1 for 3. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Fastball for a strike.
Been a solid inning so far in relief. Getting them through this inning only down 2 could give their lineup a real opportunity to just grind their way back into this game with the few outs that they have left.
Just misses with that one.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
One and 2 here. That's inside.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
That's a little bit low. Swing and a ground ball. It's through for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Diamondbacks.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Tyler Kinley will depart. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for
New
Atlanta,
pitcher for the
number
Braves,
49,
Aaron Bummer.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Nope. That's inside.
And the 1-0.
That's ball two.
Bummer deals. This one in the air center field. And that's the inning. The Braves pen comes through in fine fashion. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Diamondbacks 2 and the Braves nothing.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back, and a new
Diamondbacks,
arm on the mound to start the 8th.
45,
Taylor Clark.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Leading off.
Now
for the
it's
Braves,
Dominic Smith.
First baseman Dominic Smith.
Tried to
That's out.
backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Ball
Right now,
two.
behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
A little
That's
bit low.
ball three.
That one's in there. 3 balls and a strike. High fly ball out to center field. Lawler under this one. And there's one away.
Up next for Atlanta, shortstop Mauricio Dubon.
Out to short. Perdomo throws to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Up next for Atlanta, right fielder Ronald Acuna Jr.
So back to the top of the order. Stepping in, Ronald Acuna Jr. 0 for 3 in this one. Just missed. That's to third, and it goes just foul. Clark, 32 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2015. That one outside. Ball 2. Oh, great stop. Throw to first, and he'll be safe at first.
Up next for Atlanta, catcher Drake Baldwin.
Hey.
Tying run at the plate. That's in there.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The tying run at the plate. Oh, what a stop. Throws from the seat of his pants.
No, he's in there.
It's not in time. Base hit.
Hey, I got to give him credit for busting it down to first to beat out that hit. Speed is obviously not a big part of his game. Really important at bat coming up now.
So a change being made out at second. Coming on to pinch run for Atlanta, Eli White getting some more speed on the bases. Matt Olson stepping to the plate in a big spot now. You gotta feel like there's a pretty good chance this game is gonna turn on one swing. Fastball for a strike at 95. Two on, 2 outs. Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. Here comes the throw.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Making a move at first. Braves going with a pinch runner. Jorge Mateo looking for some added speed out there in the late innings. And that is cut on and missed. And that's strike 1. Swings through that.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Good job at damage control right there. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, and it's now a 2-1 ball game. Back here in the desert, bottom of the 8th. Geraldo Perdomo getting ready to hit. The shortstop takes the ball. Movement in the bullpen. Yoel Payams up and loosening in the pen. Lee warming up as well. In the air to left center. Yastrzemski on the move to the gap. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. One up, one down.
Diamondbacks catcher Gabriel Moreno.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
In the air out to center. Tracks it down for the out. And a couple of quick outs.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, second baseman.
Now at the plate, Ildemaro Vargas. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout.
Ball 1.
Two down, nobody on.
Ball 2.
And
Ball
that is
three.
downstairs. And it's 3-0. That's a strike. That one is
That's ball
inside
four.
ball
Take it,
4. And I mean, oh, so close.
Third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Ball one. Nope, that's off the plate. Ball two.
Next
Ball
offering
three.
upstairs. Vargas, the runner at first with 2 gone. And there's the automatic. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball. On the ground to short, Dubon sends it to first, and they get Arenado for the out. And that is the inning. One left for Arizona as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. We go to the
Leading
ninth.
off for Atlanta,
So now to the
left
plate for
fielder,
Atlanta,
Mike
Mike Yastrzemski.
Hey!
Looking to get the tying run on base. And that's
Ball, that's out.
outside. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 1-2. And
That's
there's a
ball
ball.
two.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Up next for Atlanta, second baseman Ozzie Albies.
Outside.
Yep, that ball went out.
Ball 1. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied.
Talk about a clutch swing of the bat. He just changed this game in a big way. good hitter gets pitch recognition early, he saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves. Out to short, Perdomo. In plenty of time to first, 2 away.
Up next for Atlanta, first baseman Dominic Smith.
Torey Lovullo is out of the dugout, and he's going to make a move here. Taylor Clark done for the night, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for
Andrew
the
Hoffman
Diamondbacks.
comes on now.
Number 56, Andrew Hoffman.
Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here at the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss. 0-2. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But this clutch home run gets us even again. 2-2 game.
Now pitching for
Back
Atlanta,
now as they hand the ball to a
56,
fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Dylan Lee. And here's the first
Leading off
baseman.
for the Diamondbacks, first baseman Jose Fernandez.
Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Raisel Iglesias, the closer, is getting loose.
Ball 1.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. And there's 1 down.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, left fielder Tim Tawa.
Up the middle. Oh, he gloves it from his knees. The throw.
Oh, man, great diving play over there to prevent the winning run from reaching base. Here in the 9th inning, that's absolutely huge. You love to see that kind of play made in big moments by the defense.
Now up next for Arizona, Jordan Lawler. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Gets the outside corner with that one.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Trying to send this to extra innings. This one smacked out to left center. That's a base hit. And now the winning run is on base.
Well, here we go. Winning run is on base with 2 away. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And it's fouled off. This guy's got good power with one swing. He can win it for him. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-2.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
That's
Off the
outside.
plate, ball 1.
And the count 1-2. Get on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. Throw comes in quickly, but the winning run is now in scoring position. 2 away.
Now just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Now just one swing away from potentially walking this thing off.
Now Corbin Carroll to the dish for a big at bat. Check swing. He went. Strike 1. And that one is
ball 1.
inside. The Diamondbacks with the winning run standing at second. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And now 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the 3rd out, and we'll play extra innings in this one. Diamondbacks strand a pair. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. On to extra innings. Now in for the Braves, Mauricio Dubon. In the dirt, it scoots away. No advance, though. Man at second. That pitch in for a strike, and the count even 1-1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
The 1-1. Hit on the ground to short. Perdomo. And here in the 10th, the leadoff man is out.
Up next for Atlanta, right fielder Eli White.
Rips that one to right. And there's 2 down.
Up next for Atlanta, catcher Drake Baldwin.
So digging in, Drake Baldwin. Singy, he's got a history of coming through in the big spot. He gets the intentional walk here, and now a force at any base with 2 gone. That's out to center field. Oh, he misses it. It drops. 1 runs in, runner around 3rd. A second scores as well.
You know, when you flat out botch a fly ball in the outfield, it's a pretty terrible feeling, but it compounds things when it allows 2 runs to score. It happens to every outfielder at some point, but you just hate to see it when it's such an impactful error.
So a runner at 3rd, 2 outs. Austin Riley will hit next. And that one ripped to left. Base hit into the outfield. Runner in from 3rd to extend their lead. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
Picks himself up an RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Now the Diamondbacks manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Andrew Hoffman is done. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. Now on the bump, Ryan Thompson.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. Riley off of first with 2 away. Activity in the bullpen. Number 67, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Tawa under it. And that is that. Last chance to even things up. We head to the bottom of inning number 10. It's the Braves 5 and the Diamondbacks 2.
Now pitching for
We're back,
Atlanta.
and on the mound is the closer, Raisel Iglesias. A chance at his first save of the year. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. First offering, and it just misses. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. The shortstop takes the ball. Just missed. That one misses.
Nope.
So leadoff walk.
Up next for the Diamondbacks.
So the call stands. No challenges left for them now. That one close, rule the ball. And that is ball 1. The D-backs with the tying run at the plate here in extra innings. High fly ball out to left field. Yastrzemski settles under this one, and there's one down.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, second baseman.
2 aboard with 1 out. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Ildemaro Vargas, known for his late inning heroics. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
Strike 2.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Two on, 1 out. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Check swing called strike. That's strike one. The Braves trying to close out a 3-run lead, and we're in the last half of the 10th. Fouled off down the right side. The Diamondbacks down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, this is a big win on the road and going extras into 10. So hard to pull those out, but I think this team did a great job of keeping the crowd out of the ball game late. When you can do that, it kind of calms everything down, keeps the adrenaline of the opposing team down a bit, and you can steal a win and get out of here happy.
And your final score, 5-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.